welcome back to my channel. Obviously, it's been quite some time since I put up some videos. You know, everything with this COVID and you know, just everything going on is just really crazy. So, just want to tell you, I just want to give you guys an update about what I'm going through. So here it goes. So, by the time COVID hit here on Guam and we were on lockdown, it was March, and that's when I had completely tore my ACL. And so June 8th I had surgery. June 8th I had surgery, and you know, I'm still in recovery, but but I'm still in recovery. Oh my god, this is good. This is good. But I'm still in recovery, and you know, like, yeah, I gained weight. I mean, everyone gained weight during this quarantine time, but I gained a lot of weight, like 30 to 40 pounds. So that's just a quick update on when about me, you know. But my goal is to like lose about 50 to 60 pounds, you know. So that's my goal. I weighed myself this morning and I was about 247, and it's kind of not where I want to be. I want to be like in the 190s again, so that's where I want to go. Also, in this video, as you can see in the title, I want to talk about my volleyball career, because people have been asking me like, what was your volleyball career like? So like how it all started and stuff, and what did I go through. So 6th grade, I tried out volleyball, only because my sister had played. You know, I was like, oh, my sister's playing, and my sister and I, we were really close. We are really close. So, what's that called? I tried it out, and I couldn't even underhand serve. So I was like, nah, this ain't for me. So when it hit 7th grade, I played basketball. 8th grade, you know, I played in gym, or I played in PE a little bit with volleyball. So I was like, all right, let me try it out. So I tried it out, you know, and we did pretty good. But the only thing is, we didn't learn like proper rotation. So we would just, whoever was in the middle would set, you know, and I didn't know how to take an approach. So yeah. 8th grade year went by, went through my ceremony, and I was going to be an incoming freshman. So throughout summer, my best friend Ryan and I, we saw an ad in the newspaper about clinics. So it was every Sunday, you know, like, it's pretty good. So we went, and you know, I learned a lot from them. Shout out. So I learned a lot from them, and eventually at the end of summer, they invited us to their Tuesdays and Thursday open court. So I was like, okay, let me try it out. So tried it out, you know, I loved it. What's that word called? Oh my god, what's that word called? I loved it, you know, and I decided to continue to play the sport. And keep in mind, we're playing against like older guys. Like, we were freshmen in high school, and we're playing against like national players, like Guam national players, and they're really good. Freshman year went by. What's that word called? I tried out. I made varsity. I was a setter slash right side, so that was interesting, you know. But it went by so fast. I don't really remember. We did pretty good though. Like, we made it to the semifinals, and we lost. We got 3rd, but you know, now that I think about it, the team back then in my freshman year could have won a championship. We just needed proper training. So sophomore year, it was a new coach. What's that word called? Sorry about that, guys. My sophomore year, new coach. He was a trainer for the girls volleyball team at the high school, and you know, I was already familiar with him because my sister played for the coach there, and he was obviously there, and he trained her. So what's that word called? Tried out, made varsity. I was a setter, and it was traumatizing because there was all these expectations, and I was never like really properly taught how to set, You know, like I didn't know what a 31 was. I didn't know what a 42 was. I didn't know. I just knew how to set. I just had the cleanest hands, I guess. So sophomore year, we went through it, um, and we actually won a championship. You know, and it was probably like the best feeling ever winning a championship, especially when you're challenging the champions in the championship match. So that was awesome. Shout out to Uncle Daryl. That was a great year. Um, Junior year, obviously I was still a setter. We obviously had a lot of holes to fill. We had to fill our middles, and a lot of other people didn't join. So we had some people who were inexperienced, but you know they were athletic. So of course we had to utilize them, but you know we fell short. You know, I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, I was happy. It taught me a lot. You know. So yeah. So senior year came. Um, you know, no one tried out. It was really, you know, kind of sad because you had all these plans for your senior year and you had expectations for your other teammates who had played in your junior year and they didn't try out. So me having experience, keep in mind that throughout my whole high school career, I played club with the team that invited me and my best friend to Gagny Heights on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I had played middle with them. So my coach was like, you know, since you have experience, let's put you at middle. So going from a setter to a middle was a big change for me. You know, I had to change my mentality. I think, you know, I had to be more offensive because when I was a setter in high school, I wasn't really offensive. I was like, hey, jump, set the ball. Even if I'm front row, you know, normally people would dunk it, but I wouldn't. But yeah, so senior year came, moved me to middle. Um, you know, we did good. We got third. We were one going into the postseason, but you know, we fell short to the prior champions, the junior year champions, or my junior year champions. We lost to them in the semifinals. So, but on the bright side, honestly, on the bright side of it, my junior year, I made all island setter, and then my senior year, I made all island middle. Whew, that's a lot. That's already like 8 minutes. So I hope you guys are still listening because I still got a lot more to go, I guess. So right after high school, you know, I was supposed to play college volleyball, but I apparently fell in love. Don't do that, guys. You know, my stupid ass, you know, I wasn't really out as a gay man, so my first relationship, I thought it would last, so I gave up my college volleyball scholarship to be with this person, and it didn't work out. So anyone who is watching this, don't give up your college volleyball scholarship. If you love volleyball and you want to pursue playing college volleyball, go. Anywho, after high school, I played with this team called Pokai. Um, they were pretty good, you know. It was pretty intense, but I liked it, you know. But I also tried out for the national team. I obviously made it. I mean, I don't need to brag, but I made it, and you know, the thing was that for me was I didn't have the funds to go to Pacific Games, which was like about $3,000, and you know, I didn't have time to fundraise, so I couldn't go. So 2011, they went to New Caledonia. They had, it was a really good team, and for them to place the way they placed, the caliber must have been super high. So I missed out on that. You know, I'm very competitive. So yeah, 2011, 2012, I played with Pokai, and then 2013 to 2014, I want to say, I went back to New Heights. You know, and, you know, something about New Heights, you know, is more of like a family kind of thing for me. You know, like I connected well with them, and then 2015, I went back to Pokai only because what's that word called? We were leaving to compete in the Philippines. Oh shoot! 2014, I forgot. 2014, I was a part of the first gay games team that went to Cleveland, Ohio, and we won gold in our division. Our first gay Guam team to compete in a gay event, and we won in our division. It was very emotional, you know, coming from a small island, and of course I cried. Me and my friend, me and my girl, Tenti, if you're watching this, we cried. But yeah, so 2014, you know, I played middle. 2015, you know, I played middle. But keep it, yeah, 2015 I played middle, and what's that word called? I played with Pokai at PI, and we won against some pro teams. But it was those guys can play. They're so they like to do a lot of stacks, um, very deceptive. They had this one setter, I really admired. I was like, damn, that guy's good. But I played middle too, you know. Um, but you know, I with me as a player, I try to do whatever is best for the team. So when it hit, gosh, I'm lost right now. I think 2016 is when I started playing with OSET. You know, it's fun playing with your friends because it makes the vibe so much better, you know? So these guys were like my best friends at the time, and, you know, playing with them was probably like the happiest moments of my life, I guess. Because, you know, we would win or lose, we will crack a joke about it. But there were times when I thought we could have won, and I was like, damn, dude, we could have won that, you know? Like, I'll kind of get on their asses. Um, but what's that called? With them, I played a setter. So, again, I had to change my mentality from a middle to, oh, for nationals, I played right side, by the way. Sorry. For 2011, I tried out for right side. So, my mentality had to change back to being a setter, being aware of people and what their tendencies are, and I had to like reteach everything. I didn't know what a 30, or I didn't get to set a 31 or a 1. So yeah, I didn't know a hut, I didn't know a red, I didn't know how to set all those. So I put in time. Thankfully our friend Mike, he what's that word? He worked at the college here, and we were able to get the gym for a little bit, and we would practice. So I got some time to actually do some stuff and work on my setting. And then in the midst of that, of playing with OSET, we also played with this military team called ONRA. We put in work, but yeah, you know, it didn't work out, so we just decided to stick with OSET. So that was 2016. 2017, oh my god, I'm forgetting like a lot of things. 2014, the team that I played for in the gay games was called unedited. 2017, we went to Road Out Games, and we won gold too, as unedited. A Road Out Games is also a gay event. But well, I asked the team first because my Tinder swipe, his volleyball teammates pulled out of the tournament. So I asked my teammates if it's okay if we had 3 guys on the team, and sure enough, they're grateful, or they're okay with it. So yeah. So we won Road Out Games, partied in Miami. It was hella fun. And then 2018 came, I decided, you know, let me try out again for the national team, but as a setter. So I tried out as a setter, and sure enough, we fucking lost. You know, I used to like dwell on it, you know, because Guam has always won micro games, or like they always placed at least, you know, like high, like either first or second from what I know. And to be that team to, you know, to lose to go, or like to lose that title, of course it was hard on me, you know. Like, I'm very prideful about about being a champion, you know, and defending your title. So, you know, I cried. I don't know about the other guys, but I cried. They saw me cry. You know, I was very emotional there. You know, and of course we got BS when we got back. You know, like how could you do this? You know, but at the same time, people have to understand just because you're in shape doesn't mean you're gonna gel as a team. So we didn't get to gel as a team. We weren't allowed to do open practices, like, cause, or like open court. You know, playing in open court. You know, we're just pretty much we knew each other. We knew they were good, like from different teams, and what's that called? We decided to, you know, they decided to put us together without really practicing. You know, and that to me, it was very. I didn't like it. You know, with me, if I can connect with a person outside the court, of course I'm gonna. I feel better. You know, like if we can at least just hang out and, you know, do some stuff, but we didn't get to really do stuff together. Like people were just so like, oh, that's so but you know, we lost, got to move forward and got to come back strong. So I'm hoping to try out again as soon as I recover from this ACL surgery or ACL recovery. So yeah, and I'm also a volunteer coach at Teason High School. You know, proud of those boys. If you guys are watching this, love you guys. And thank you guys for whoever's still watching. It's been about 17 minutes. Peace out.